Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy HipHopGamer. You already see me over there, right? See that? That's me right there. You know what I'm saying? This is also me right here. You know, do a little pose for you. Holla at your boy. See me? What this means is that it's your boy live in PlayStation Home right now.
The HipHopGamer Show. What it is, HipHopGamer Show. What it is, HipHopGamer Show. What it is, what I'm about, no doubt. Let's get it poppin'. It's the HipHopGamer Show. What it is, HipHopGamer Show. What it is, HipHopGamer Show. What it is, what I'm about, no doubt. Let's get it poppin'. It's the HipHopGamer, dog. I'm ready to play. Competition in my position, I blow 'em away. See, I heard the Call of Duty and I answered it quick. I got infinite ammo, never run out of clips. Style is wicked, handle my business, so come with it. They wanna see me fall, but I'm a man with resistance. Sick with it, spit raw, hardcast turns off. I lay the smack down with my God of war. In the zone when I'm online, I hot as when I kick rhymes. PlayStation, Xbox, I'm hot all the time. Roll with a load of downs, gamer girls love my shine. Shout out to 50 bulletproof when I'm on the grind. I kick the facts when I'm talking about games. Some other cats in this industry born and lame. See, I'm live and direct, and I give you what you want. HipHopGamer, journalist #1.
Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy HipHopGamer. I want to say one love and God bless. I want to give a big shout out to my boy, my dude, Icon. You know what I'm saying? You already know when he was talking earlier, and this dude, he just got the Sony 3D display TV. He said it's fire and all of that, man. So, you know, if that's something that you guys are interested in, make sure you go check it out. But big shout out to my dude, Icon. Also, I want to give another special shout out. And this shout out goes to a beautiful woman. Her name is Mika. I got you, alright? I got you all day. You already know, don't even worry about nothing. I got you. Alright, so God bless her, God bless everybody, and welcome to the HipHopGamer Show. Y'all ready to get it in? Let's do it. The first thing what we're going to talk about is this. You see the title, right? The fact that you see the title, that means ain't nothing else to do. But watch what's about to go down, alright? Now, Medal of Honor reveal at VGAs. Now, I put a question mark here simply because, from what I'm hearing, it's like a game time decision, so to speak. Like, it's a possibility, and then it's not a possibility. So it's one of those situations where, like, at the very, not last moment, but at the very last situation or meeting that they have about what's going to happen at the VGAs, it's still kind of up in the air. You know what I mean? So that's where it's at right now. That's why I put the question mark. But to me, I feel this is a way for EA to fire back at the newly announced Call of Duty that's coming out in 2012. So this is going to be crazy because, you know, in terms of sales, Modern Warfare 3 did their numbers over Battlefield, but the fact is, look how much Battlefield sold as opposed to previous Battlefields. You feel me? Now, you got Medal of Honor that's going to be doing even more than what Battlefield 3, you know, presented, simply because of their experience with the Frostbite engine. So it's going to take it an even step further. So now EA still has something to go up against Call of Duty for the following year. You feel me? So Battlefield and Medal of Honor, two different franchises using the same engine, and it's continuously expanding to battle Call of Duty. Now imagine how big Medal of Honor is going to be next year. You feel me? It's crazy. So I just want to put that out here. Now, from what I'm hearing, here's the first thing. Medal of Honor is actually more multiplayer driven than single player driven this time around. Doesn't mean the single player is going to be bad or whatever. The single player is great. But it's a lot more multiplayer driven this time around due to the tools and the assets that they have to use to work with to make the kind of game that they want in the Medal of Honor universe, you know what I'm saying, the Medal of Honor world. So that right there I feel is very interesting, because if you look at Battlefield 3 online, and I mean, you got people parachuting in, you go in the water, climb the ladder, it's just so much stuff you could do in the world, you know what I'm saying? So having that element in a game like Medal of Honor, being even taking it to another level, like a next level, considering the development time, that right there is going to be very interesting to see, and it's very interesting to know that, you know, EA is looking towards the multiplayer a bit deeper than normal. So that right there is very interesting to see how Medal of Honor turn out when it comes to multiplayer. The next thing I want to say is this. It's supposed to be more, well, I can guarantee this one from what I heard, more destruction, a lot more destruction. So that right there is cool. But here's the thing that I felt was very interesting. Now, the developers over at EA, they're very fond of fear, and they're very fond of Killzone. You know what I'm saying? Even Rainbow Six a little bit, but they're very fond of fear and very fond of Killzone from developers that I spoke with. You see what I'm saying? And the cool thing, the really cool thing about that is because it brings me to my next thing. And my next thing is this. Imagine playing Medal of Honor, right, with an official cover system. You know what I'm saying? From a first-person perspective or whatever. But the reason why I mentioned Rainbow Six is because they may decide to do it from a third-person perspective when you're in cover, so you can see things differently. You see what I'm saying? But imagine having a, because this is something that was actually talked about with Battlefield. Imagine having a cover system in the engine where there's so much destruction. So it'll be good to have that cover, but then you gotta constantly run around and do this and do that. That right there just adds more intensity to the action, because it makes you be able to hide without having to stay there. You know what I'm saying? Because of the destruction. So it works hand in hand. But I feel that if you look at real war, everyone takes cover. Everyone. It's not just let me duck behind this. People take cover. Oh, throw a bomb over here. Throw a bomb right here. Peek out. That's war. They do that in war. So a lot of these first-person shooter games that don't have a cover system, that's an unrealistic fact. You know what I'm saying? That's an unrealistic thing in their game. Medal of Honor is looking to change all of that. So cover system may appear there in a deep in detail one too. So stay tuned for that. The next thing I want to say about this, and this is for the actual single player campaign. Now, here is the deal breaker right here. This is the thing that will probably put Medal of Honor above Call of Duty and Battlefield when this comes out, if they can get the rights to do this. But the type of story that the developers over at EA want to tell with this Medal of Honor game, they basically want to tell a story that's so true to life that people will understand what's really going on, but just in a video game format. What do I mean? I'm talking about getting the rights to use the likeness of Barack Obama. I'm talking about getting the rights to use the likeness of a George Bush, of a McCain. Like, imagine playing a game and Barack Obama is in that game. You know what I'm saying? It won't be his voice. I already got confirmation on that. It won't be his voice, obviously. But imagine being able to utilize his likeness. You know what I'm saying? That right there will change everything. Now, it's not the first time you've seen this, because I believe in the last Medal of Honor, if I'm not mistaken, but they had footage of John F. Kennedy and all the things that they was going through, but it was just footage. It wasn't in-game character design, but it was just footage that's out there on the market that you can actually, you know, utilize and get the rights to use it in the game. Now it seems like they're taking it a step further. So leave your comments. Let me know what you think. To be able to have a game with Barack Obama, his true face, his true likeness, his true everything in that game, along with McCain, George Bush, and tell a real story about what's going on in the politics of the day. You feel me? Medal of Honor, you know, there's a lot of things that they're trying to do. What will go through, what won't go through, we still don't know yet. But this is a very big, ambitious title. So stay tuned for more as EA reveals it. Alright, so we may see our first reveal of the new Medal of Honor at the VGAs, because there's supposed to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of reveals, a lot of things that we don't know. There's still things that I don't know. You feel me? But Medal of Honor is one of those games that's been, when I mean been in development, been working on, like at this year's E3, you know, back in June, I spoke with a good bit of people regarding Medal of Honor in the Frostbite engine, and the things they was telling me and their excitement was amazing. So this would be a perfect place to show off some Medal of Honor stuff. So will it happen? Still not sure. Like I said, it's still like a game time decision, but it can't rule it out yet. You know what I'm saying? So one love, God bless. We about to move into the next segment of the Hip Hop Gamer Show, and that's the UFC 3 interview. You don't want to miss it. if you're a UFC fan or you're not a UFC fan, this game is so balanced and they made it a lot more accessible in terms of the controls that they actually thinking about making it an MLG game for tournament fighting. Crazy. You don't believe me? See me. Check the interview right now. It's your boy HipHopGamer. We out. Alright, yo, what's up, man? It's your boy HipHopGamer. You already see what's behind me, son. This joint is ridiculous, man. UFC 3 with Pride. You don't understand what I just experienced. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I have the producer of the game. Hello. Nevin. Am I
yeah,
Nevin.
you got it.
Alright, I would say his last name, but I know I'm going to mess it up. There we go. Now, listen. I just had a full-on demo of this game, and the first thing you're gonna notice is that they made it still hardcore, but they also opened the door for the casual gamer to come in. So can you explain to the fans like the new steps that you took to bring those casual people in?
Sure,
into
absolutely,
the gameplay?
absolutely. I mean, I think like you touched upon it, right? It is still a hardcore game. I mean, we don't alienate our hardcore undisputed fans, but you know, we introduced an alternate control scheme. We're calling it amateur control. So those quarter circle, greater than quarter circle turns on the right stick to do transitions have now been replaced by simple flick up, flick down. I mean, not to say that you have an advantage using that, but it's really the point is to get more people coming in, playing the game, because the game's fun when you know what you're doing, right?
Yeah,
it's fun when you're not feeling frustrated. So, and that's the thing. We want more people coming in, playing, and then eventually you'll want to graduate to the pro or classic controls. Yeah. We've also introduced a new submission system, a graphic-based submission system, and a lot of this like in-game education, kind of these tutorial hints to really, you know, focus on teaching you how to play the game. You know, because as I said, right, it's more fun when you know what you're doing, when you're taught how to play. Unfortunately, I just can't go to everyone's living room.
I feel you.
But you know, hopefully the in-game stuff makes it worthwhile.
I got something to tell y'all. Real talk, I'm gonna explain to you how fun the game is from an amateur level. Even with the advanced, it was always fun for me. I'm nice, you already know that. But from an amateur level, let me tell you what they did, right? Let's say we in the clinch, it's like that, right? You just flick the button down, and then it puts you in a position to get the person on the ground just for one flick. Or if you flick it up, then it's aiming for the head. So before, you used to have to go through so much stuff. But now that they have that, everybody could get in and get involved quick. Now, let me ask you your personal opinion. Who's your best fighter in this game and why?
Well, I mean, actually, the way I fight, it's dependent on who you pick, right? I mean, so certain people are like, they go, oh, I'm only fighting with Anderson, or I fight with Rashad, but actually the way that I've found to be most successful is depending on who you pick, I'm going to pick my fighter to kind of either complement or, you know, be the anti-fighter for your guys. So if you're picking a guy that's strong on the ground, I'm usually going to try and pick like a wrestler or somebody with good takedown defense because I want to keep it standing, or I'll maybe just try and get a guy that I think is better than yours on the ground. So really, I mean, the way like I personally play is like it really just depends on who the guy picks first, and then I pick my guy off of that. So certain people are very different. They're very like, you know, when I play my designer, he's like, nope, I fight with these guys, and that's the guy I fight with, and you know, you're not going to get out of my
comfort zone.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, for me, it's really just, I mean, that's how I enjoy fighting, is just kind of like, well, what are you going to be trying to do? And I'm going to try and either, you know, screw that up or do the exact opposite of what you're doing.
So that's how you beat me the second time then, right? See, now I know his trick, because the first time I beat the producer. So, you know what I'm saying? But he kicked my ass. Like, he came back and destroyed me. Now, one thing I want to ask, that something that I noticed is that I know you guys got Pride. Now, with Pride, right? What's some of the differences that people are going to see when they play in Pride as opposed to the traditional UFC format? Because the first thing I noticed is just how big the mat is. And having that space creates different type of fighting, because you can think different.
Absolutely.
It's supposed to be in the octagon. So can you let the fans know about
well,
that?
Sure. I mean, you know, obviously for those guys who don't know what Pride is, it's now a defunct Japanese mixed martial arts organization that the UFC bought out to get their fighters into Pride. Different rule set. I mean, I think to me that's the coolest part about the game, that we have the Pride rule set in the game. You weren't allowed to do elbows to the head, but pretty much everything else went. You know, I mean, UFC rules are very specific, but in Pride you could face stomp somebody on the ground, kick them in the head while they're on the ground.
Soccer kick them.
While they're on the ground, you can knee them in the head. I mean, it was a much more brutal style of fighting. You know, they certainly weren't interested in the longevity of their fighters as UFC is. But you know, I talked to a lot of fighters, and they're like, look, you know, I wouldn't mind fighting in Pride rules, because if you're on the ground getting kicked in the face, face, that's your fault for getting in that position.
Wow.
So, you know, I mean, things that you're going to see immediately are, you know, first of all, you're fighting in a ring, not an octagon, big white hot ring. And then from there, you know, the rule set is mentioned, different abilities. And I think what's really cool that we were able to do is that you can fight any UFC guy in Pride rules, and then you can fight any Pride guy in UFC rules. So you can play the whole roster in either rule set. It's just what you're able to do is going to be different depending on what rule set you're in. So
now the next thing I want to mention, this is the part of the game that's going to be revolutionary, right? Now, remember when we was talking about that setting that you have where you generalized all the settings?
Yeah.
So the reason why I felt this was crazy is because with the general settings,
that's our equalized stats, right?
Yeah, equalized stats. What it does is it's not all about, oh, this person's got more power level than me, so he's going to easily win. No, it really makes you have to really work hard in the game and show your true skill set against the opponent that you're playing. So you don't have a one-up against somebody unless you're that nice and not just the character.
Absolutely.
So, like, what was the idea behind that?
Well, I mean, you know, I think you touched on it, really. It's like, let's get more people playing this game and playing this game how they want to play it, right? So we introduced, as you mentioned, this equalized stat setting, and that's going to normalize everybody's stats to the same level, right? So it's about your controller inputs and your moveset versus my character's moveset and my controller inputs. It's more of a, you know, very even level playing field. We also introduced what we call this the equalized stat setting, the competition rule spec, right? So that's going to remove all the random elements. That's going to be no doctor stoppages, no flash knockouts, you know, much more suitable to, say, a fighting game tournament to play UFC like that. But then conversely, we found that people really like the hardcore simulation aspect of the game, so we introduced also this simulation energy setting, and that's going to allow you to have a much more hardcore experience, much more like a real fight. If you throw too many punches, you're going to be gassed quicker. If you take like a few clean shots, you're going to be rocked a lot quicker. So it's a much more hardcore way of playing, much more like a real fight. You know, you're seeing guys like, they're not in there just trading, you know, that lasts for like 30 seconds, you know, so, you know, for some people they want to play like that, some people want to play, you know, in the much more kind of like sort of arcade experience with you know, the equalized stats settings. So really, I mean, again, the goal was let's get as many people playing this game. We've made it easier to get into. It's still as complex and nuanced as it was before, but now there's so many different ways to play it, and it's really up to you, however you want to do it.
I got two more questions because I know I got to wrap this up. First of all, the engine tweaks. Like, when you fight into this game, let's say you come in with a hook like this. I could block your hook with a straight jab, and then you see the physics like start, like your arm will go like that. Is that realistic? Seriously, it's like, I use an example. You know how I'm controversial, I keep it real. It's more realistic than EA's MMA game. It's more realistic than Supremacy MMA game. That is the truth. It's UFC right here. You see it on the mat. It's crazy. Like, yeah, you get a look at the mat. It's crazy. I kid you not. So everybody else you have to step your game up. If not, you're gonna lose straight up, because what they did was amazing. So can you explain the engine tweaks?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, and you're right. I mean, like, you know, I always kind of joke, like, the game's been in development for 5 years. It goes into a box every now and then, but I mean, we're always still working on it. So, you know, what you were talking about is that sort of quick strike interrupt system that we have. So using quick strikes by not holding forward on the left stick, you're doing your kind of jabs and your straights. And that can interrupt our strong strikes, which are when you hold forward towards a guy and then do a punch or a kick button, you're going to do your hooks and your crosses. So I can, much like in real boxing, I can use the jab to set up my stronger attacks, and that jab is going to interrupt or throw off the trajectory of your strong strike. So you get much more in the pocket. I mean, we had the sways that we had last year.
Yeah, you can sway on the ground.
Now you can sway on the ground too. Yeah, that's new for this year as well. I mean, yeah, it certainly, you know, I mean, we keep talking about all this accessibility that we've added to the game, but it's still a very nuanced, hardcore game. I mean, we added feints to the striking system as well. You can cancel strikes as well.
I'm sorry, awesome. Just to show you what he's talking about. Let's say you're in a fight, right? Now you got your punches, you got your kicks, but if you want to kick, you can do something like this, and then kick like that. So you actually faking it, or you could go like this and then swing, do the fist like that. It's spot. I will punch you, yo. The game is that crazy. When does it come out, man?
February 14th, Valentine's Day. So, ladies, you've been hitting at your man to take him to dinner, and
you get roses and dinner and chocolate. You get us UFC.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. So the last question before I let you guys go, and I just want to say thank you guys so much. There's other people in here, so I just thank everybody. But the last question before I go, right now. To my knowledge, you guys got 150 fighters, plus. 150 plus fighters.
Yes.
Now, when we was talking playing the game, that's ridiculous. Though 150 fighters, really?
Like that's.
Yeah, I don't know of another game that has that kind of a detailed roster. I mean,
it just don't. So that's one thing. But here's the killer. As we was playing, this was the first match when I was destroying them for a minute. Like, I caught them with some stuff. So anyway, throughout the first match and stuff, here's the thing. You mentioned something. I'm not sure if you meant to say it.
Sure.
But it was. I know you guys working on DLC.
Sure.
And stuff like that. And did I hear correctly about you guys may have like downloadable arenas, like other Octagon arenas or other things that you want to add that we probably don't see on UFC like anymore today, like anything classic, or like what do you guys really got planned for the DLC?
Well, I don't know if I said downloading arenas, but I mean, we're not getting into too much of the DLC.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's obvious that there will be fighters. I mean, that makes like perfect sense, and we have a couple other things that we're talking about, but I would say stay tuned and you're going to hear more about it. But certainly, I mean, I think the obvious DLC options are probably in store.
All right, no problem. Well, listen, I can't talk about career mode because I already got they already said don't even talk about it. So I'm not going to talk about career mode. All I know is, considering that you guys got introductions now, like they got the full fighter entrances coming down the aisle. You got the belt. Everything is authentic and pride in UFC when you play them. I can only imagine what the career mode is going to be like just by knowing what you did with the actual game. So on that note, I just want to say one love, God bless. And do you guys got any like special promotional plans like via Facebook or like a page, get a shirt?
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
know.
I mean, we're as I think I mentioned, we're heavily involved with our community.ufcundisputed.com. I mean, these are the guys we brought in all year to help us focus test and make the game. Our Facebook page as well as thq.com. I mean, these are the places to go to get the most information about what we're doing and certainly, I mean, community and fan outreach is a really big part of this game. I mean, like I said, a lot of the things that went into this game this year were for everybody, right? Like, let's get people playing this game how they want to play, what they want to see, and there were a lot of boxes that got checked this year. So, like I said, going to community.ufcundisputed.com is going to be one of your best places to get the best information.
Yo, well, one love and God bless, man. Yo, Nevin, God bless you, man. You guys are kicking ass with this game. Valentine's Day, man. UFC 3. Will it be in 3D?
Depends.
Oh, I just, UFC 3D, it just sounded nice, rolling off the tongue.
Depends on, where you came from previously. It might be in 3D.
Oh, I'm about to say, I don't know. Well, all right. Well, all right, one love, y'all. We'll catch y'all later. HipHopGamerShow.com. Peace.
The Syndicate has to answer for what they did. And this time, we're taking the fight to them. The hell is the Stag Initiative?
If it's free porn for everyone, I am down.
Come at my city again, and you'll go home in a fucking box. No doubt! You have any idea who you're fucking with here?
Of course. A remarkable likeness. These visions are Viola and Kiki, and I am Philippe Laurent, chairman of a multinational organization called the Syndicate.
Never heard of it.
Evidently not, or you would not have robbed our bank. Perhaps you wonder why you are still breathing at this point.
Actually, I wonder why my foot's not up your ass at this point.
Like it or not, Mr. Gant, our organization is expanding into Stillwater. I am offering you the chance to leverage your assets against your lives. Ladies?
You may continue to operate the Saint Soltor Media Group as you see fit, in exchange for 66% of your monthly gross revenue.
That is before taxes, of course.
Listen, you French fuck.
Please. I am Belgian.
So make yourself a fucking waffle. We done here.
And I had so hoped to come to a rational business arrangement.
Guy can take care of himself. We gotta deal with these guys.
Attention passengers, this is your new captain speaking. Our updated flight plan has us landed in Stillwater. I'd like to remind all passengers to remain seated and enjoy the flight.
Great. Who gave God a mic?
Oh, I can see some of our passengers are getting restless. Here's some relaxing music for your enjoyment. My apologies. Your captain is having trouble finding the clutch. Door, open in the cargo bay doors. Find some chutes and jump out the back. It should be clear. All right, motherfuckers. Dory's up. Kill him. You're gonna need more help than that, Frenchie. Belgium. Same thing.
I am going to cut that disrespectful tongue from your mouth.
Oh yeah? You and how many of your... Oh, that many.
We're about to jump!
Right on. I'll see you in Still.
Johnny?
I'm coming! Where the fuck did you come from? Really?
For a minute, I didn't think you'd make it in time.
Are you kidding me? I never let my girl... Wait, what is that?
What is what?
That plane is... Okay, don't freak out or anything. I think that plane is gonna try to ram us.
What do you mean, don't freak out? Do you have a plan?
Yeah. I shoot out the window, land in the plane, kill Philippe, then jump out the back again.
You mean we, right?
Look, just remember how happy you were when I caught you.
Wait, what asshole?
Bad plan, bad plan. Well, 2 out of 4 ain't bad. Get off me! How much shit was in that plane? Gotcha!
You're a fucking asshole!
Okay, I deserve that.
How you doing, honey?
Holy shit, I'm awesome!
This is a bad idea. Ah! Hate the landing. This is gonna hurt. Still got it.
Woo! Hell yeah! Woo! Chester's dead!
Why did they make the black dude do this?
Hey, Zemos.
Don't wake the bitches.
Burt fucking Reynolds?
Who else could keep this town running?
Yeah, if the Saints are gonna stay in Steelport, we need the Morning Star out of here.
Put in your tampons and let's do this.
All right, let's give that motherfucker what's coming to him.
G6. I got the need for speed. I know you want it. You see that we coming, cause we the best to ever do it. We born it. I got the need for speed. Get it poppin', everybody is watching. We number one, spitting fire, the hottest. I got the need for speed. What a rush, get money or give it up. Fast like fast cars, get it in. I got the need for speed. Get your hands up, get your hands up. Get your hands up, baby. I got the need for speed. This is my time, I'm ready to shine. I got my click, I got my whip, and you know we ready to ride. I feel like we unstoppable, prepared for the rush. When I bust, I'm on another level, living it up. So for what? My team is DD, holding heat, we rolling the G. Like your speed, burn out to the beat. I'm the one you feel when you see me in the street. Recognize me now, going down. I'm here to take the ground. Shoot now, spit that, get that, rip that, flip that shit, just coming down. You want the pressure, I'm better than ever. Unbelievable the way I'm heating you with Berettas. This is a massacre, spectacular with the lyrics. See, I'm from Brooklyn, I'm a bully. You pussy, the smell is serious. I'm styling on you. Got heyday all day, strap it bad. Keep they strap on the bottom of the cap, pop off. You got big shots, thinking for the cash. Know that for the rap when the trespass. One blast with the body in the forecast. Number one with a bullet, a trigger, I'll pull it. Bullshit, full clips, I'm full of it. I know you want it. You see that we coming, cause we the best to ever do it. We born it. I got the need for speed. Get it poppin', everybody is watching. We number one, spitting fire, the hottest. I got the need for speed. What a rush, get money or give it up. Flash like fast cars, get it in. I got the need for speed. Get your hands up, get your hands up. Get your hands up, baby. I got the need for speed.
Yeah. Now, just to sum up everything, all right? Saints Row 3. Once again, big shout out to my man Darren. It's not hype, it's Heyday. Go to heydayfootwear.com. Trust me, man, you do not want to miss out on Saints Row 3, but you also don't want to miss out on the Heyday Super Shifts that's featured in the actual video game. Those sneakers is crazy. Make sure you go get yourself a pair. Log on, make sure you get them. But listen, trust me, man. Saints Row 3 is probably one of the most amazing games this generation. But I'll tell you this even further. To sum up my opinion on Saints Row 3 after you guys seen the review and how I allow the game to answer your questions, to hear from me, I'm going to tell you right now. Saints Row 3 is the most fun game you're probably going to get this generation. It's one of those games that make you think about Nintendo and Sega Genesis and Sega Master System and TurboGrafx 16 back in the days where games was more about fun first than all this other bull crap that everybody complains about. I love Saints Row 3 with a passion. I love games, period. But Saints Row 3, they brought the old school to the new school with this one. And it's amazing. It's phenomenal. And it's a must buy. Alright? Now, let me break down a few things. Key factors on why you should get this game. Great controls. Okay, great controls. For all aspects of the game. Meaning driving, flying, hand-to-hand combat, and the third-person shooter aspect. Every part of this game controls phenomenal. It controls crazy. You cannot go wrong at all. Not one piece of a bit in this game, son. Like, if you, in the helicopter, you push X, go up, push square, it goes down, R2 turns, and when you push forward, it goes. You feel me? It's like you driving. It's mad easy to control. Even when you are driving. You know what I'm saying? You feel the difference in the different cars you got, but when you brake, you brake. You don't just slide and skid and drift and just, you know, it's fun. You want to do it every day. Like, that's how great it is. The combat, forget about it, son. You can run and just attack somebody, clothesline them. You can run, go around their body, go, oh, boom, DDT. The action is crazy. You saw it yourself. So that's one key factor. The next key factor is the story. The story is actually deep with an incredible, strong purpose to it. That's something that I really like. There's a lot of energy behind this story. And overall, you must defeat the Syndicate. Now, what's so crazy about this story is right off the jump, you know what I'm saying? The syndicate is coming to you like, yo, look, you know, either you get down or lay down. The Saints is like, what? You know who we are? We famous, you know, we got our own drink, we doing this, we doing that. What? We ain't backing down to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Then they get it in. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all, but the beginning of this game, the very beginning of this game, is a blockbuster movie, over the top action hit. And when you see what happens, you're gonna feel the rage and the anger in yourself just for being a Saints Row game member in this game. Trust me. So the story is incredibly deep. Real talk. The next thing is the over the top action. You can smack someone with a dildo, yo. They got a dildo weapon. You know what I'm saying? Then you got fatalities in the game. You can put a bomb in somebody's mouth, kick them. Like, look, you take a bomb, put it in their mouth, kick them, and then when you kick them, it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Their head explode. It's crazy. Like, how do you do that? Like, the joint is amazing. It's crazy. Then you got another one where you step on a dude's body and then you shoot his face until the face explodes. Crazy. The next thing is, just to add to the over-the-top action, you guys play Call of Duty, right? Okay, you got the drones, like you could drop missiles and guided missiles and fly jets. It's just incredible, you know? Then the customization. This is the beauty of it. The customization, from the characters to the cars, everything is very authentic, but it's very fun. Because the things that they allow you to do, it's like you could go pick something, you see the person doing this and doing that. It's just the whole energy behind what you can do, like woof, 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 woof. Or you can, it's just, and for the guys and the girls, they got so much stuff and variety that it's like you can do whatever you want to do, when you want to do it. These games like this is just all-time fun and great. And then, last but not least, I just want to say the dialogue in the game. This game is so... I'm going to tell you one classic moment about this game. And this right here, if you don't buy this game, by me saying this right now, go slap yourself 2 times. Like slap this part, like this part of your lip, like bam, slap that. And then like over on this part of your eye, just bow, like 1 time. Matter of fact, with a backhand, just a bow, like that, 1 time. Okay. In the middle of a bank robbery, right in the middle of it, you got people like, oh my God, it's the Saints, can I get your autograph? In the middle of a bank robbery, dude is like, yeah, shorty, I got you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, make that out to, you know, can I sign your breast too? Like, no, all right, cool, I bet. And then back to rob, it's just like, what? It's just over the top, it's crazy. So, those are my overall thoughts. Saints Row 3 game. It's amazing. Make sure you go out there and get it. One love. God bless. It's your boy HipHopGamer, the one and the only. Now, we got something else for you. You know what I'm saying? So, you saw the game review. You saw the UFC 3 interview. And you heard about the Medal of Honor. So, what else do I have for y'all? It's the Hip Hop RSS. And I got my man DNA versus Dizaster. This is the first round. You don't want to miss it. See the rest over at kingofthedot.com. Peace.
King of the Dot, put your money where your mouth is. Flatline 11-5, Toronto, y'all know what to do, man. Show some fucking love, baby. I am your host, Organic. You can follow us on Twitter at King of the Dot, at Organic Hip Hop. I got a very special co-host with me. You know what it is, man. Drizzy Drake.
Dub Turbo, you want an easy way to meet beats? Go to dubturbo.com. I'm sick as fuck. Gully the Kid, Saugus City all motherfucking day.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all because I got so much love for y'all people right now. I can't feel my face right now. My Kingdom Muerte Ever Ready Records. Shout out to Young Money, Cash Money, billionaires. Field 3.
Yo, theology3.com. I support this shit all day, Organic.
Toronto, what's up? Make some noise.
That being said, from Los Angeles, California, rapper to my right, introduce yourself. I'm in Canada! Shouts out to Reese, shouts out to all the homies back home.
uniform, you know what I'm saying? My boys, nice tie, legendary clothing, everybody. King of the dot, let's get it fucking popping, you know what it is. Hey, shouts out to Rosh Tohidi, too. Yo, all the way from New York City, represent Smack URL. Rapper to my left, introduce yourself.
DNA.
The first 2 rounds are 3-minute rounds with the capacity, the max limit, 4 minutes. The third round is unlimited. You know what I'm saying? DNA won the coin toss. It is 4 minutes on Dizaster, Toronto. Hold it down, Canada. Hold it down.
Seriously, no tolerance for talking during this battle. You will be thrown out. Straight out.
And
So
destroyed by me.
exactly. So please be quiet. Please.
Y'all ready? You American faggot! Now after all the talk about how you would show up and never back out, Drake offered to put $3 on this battle to judge it, and you fucking backed out. Yeah, you little fucking pussy. I'm in front of DNA. Wow, no fucking way. This gotta be my lucky day. I'm about to tie him to a leash in case he tries to fucking run away. Yeah, the problem with you kids is that you lack respect. But fuck me over on money right now and try to run out and I'ma snap your neck. Because people know that backing out of battles is not part of my plans. But you and Cortez always now. So not to my surprise, all your alibis came as a bunch of unauthorized scams. Shit, even if I met you in the middle of the East, you find a way to say that I ran. But I'm from Los Angeles. I'm proud to say that that's my land. In LA, we support our home teams. We got a lot of pride, but goddamn, the way you duck me in LA proves you'll always be more of a fan of the Dodgers than I am. You soft as hell, I'm not gonna lie, fam. In your battle with Rex, you almost caught the right hand from Dot Mob's hopping hype man. Yeah, when Rex made fun of your retarded mother, I knew you wanted to fight, man, but then they called the cameras off and you walked off and called it the night. Damn. Sort of like when Eminem told you, lose yourself in the moment. You only get one shot in a lifespan. And you answered him like, I know, Slim, that's exactly why I'm gonna walk away from this mic stand. Your boy Cortez act on some G shit. We were supposed to battle here, he backed out. Like, I need more cash now. And that is some weak shit. He's a sneaky Latino, so I wasn't surprised when I came to find out that he skipped. He was already flaking like a tortilla, so as soon as I saw the guacamole on the side with the green chips, I knew it was only right that that bean dipped. It don't matter, but it don't matter. It don't matter what battle and league you actually be with if you're gonna be dumb enough to bite the hand that you eat with. At least be smart enough to cover up your tracks and don't leave prints. Someone call up Smack and tell him to cancel the field trip. Straps with the beams equipped like an active marine ready to damage a queen ship. Shells battering, the cannon ring until half of your team is seasick. The other half starts abandoning ship, panic and leap quick. In the same fashion, the Hollow took his first chance to get green quick, turned his back on GT, packed up his bags, took the cash, and then he split, and the fact it hasn't been seen since. It's all a story that correlates if you go back and you read script. I use this all as scenario to reference the battling scene with, cause grind time is a ship, and this is as bad as the Titanic Sea gets, cause without Smack you wouldn't be shit, but lost talent stranded across the Atlantic Sea without a raft to keep heat with. I got the long nose like X Factor, it'll make the back of your Jeep flip. I said, we playing Xbox together the way I left half of your screen split. My guns are barely legal with magazines that'll make this teen strip. That's how you like it, right? Come back with a clean flip. Yeah, I'm ready for the drama. Ain't no question marks. I rip your flesh apart like Jeffrey Dahmer. Let's get it poppin'. I take the beef instead of chop it like a chef from Benihana. Speaking of chefs, shouts out to Cortez's mama, cause I heard every prime time East Coast event she be fixing poison pennies empanadas. Speaking of him, you never pick up the phone when Peno call you cause you too busy slumped over in the bed with Hoffa, holding hands with Hollow when we all know you were raised by Dutch Vega and Sarah Connor. Look, the beef between us has been a never-ending saga. I'll leave you walking around with Bender's depressed persona when I sketch menace your necklace off you. Sitting crazy, you're walking on threading your deadly waters. I throw your body on the stretcher, then let the chopper off a blocker and drop your paramedic. I do this for my fans, you motherfuckers ain't shit to me. Are y'all kidding me? I'll fucking bum rushing the enemy. These knuckles will leave you buckling instantly. Y'all fucking get timid and start punching you viciously. Uppercuts will leave your stomach in misery like muscular dystrophy. Just for thinking you could come online publicly dissing me. You can pop your fist while I'm still crushing you physically. This shit is child's play. You get 8 sideways like the number infinity. I said, artist development, you need artist development. you come on the blog and then mention me. I'll stop you out and make you a part of this history. Don't show me that, because this is about to be the body bag of the century. Hold on. You motherfuckers ain't shit to me. They say karma's a bitch. For you, it's probably dentistry, because the part of your mouth that's missing is only a reflection of what's scarring you mentally. So the gap between your teeth exists merely as an object of imagery to distract you from the real gap between us, and that's bars and delivery.
Hey, cheer, yo, hold it down, man, hold it down. Here we go.
Do me a favor. November 5th. It's ironic, you know my father died on this day. And I can still remember him telling me, son, say what you mean and mean what you say. Yeah. See, I'm only 20 days, so on my past battles, my emotions might have got carried away. That's why I flew here to Canada, to make sure that won't happen today. So all that I grip the nine, grip your spine, make your body rewind, man, I don't mean that shit. I'll probably never clap this shit out you. But trust, I mean every word when I say I'll smack this shit out you. See, there's a difference between entertainment and real life. Like, remember when I said I'll fuck you up in Vegas? Well, depending on how this battle goes, I still might. Cause see, I still might. Move back, what are you doing? Getting in my face, trying to go crazy, trying to fuck me up when it's dead time. When Drake's here in front of the battle, but you ain't gonna make none of his headlines. Between entertainment and real life. Like, remember when I said I'll fuck you up in Vegas? Well, depending on how this battle goes, I still might. Cause me missing a tooth only means I've been in the real fight and got real stripes. So until you get tapped with a sucker punch and missing yours from an uppercut, then you know what this feels like. I took this battle for YouTube views, promotion, a fan base, so I made sure I'm well prepared. Knowing my name would be buzzing in Sweden, China, Switzerland, making them well aware. So once I get rid of this storm and y'all see the weather clear, just think about the end of every other natural disaster. You're gonna see DNA everywhere. Remember against A-Class? When y'all was supposed to go 60 seconds, then the day of the battle, this guy switched it. Then remember against Wave, you had time rounds, but he said fuck it, and you wound up rhyming for 9 minutes. Then against me, this guy told Lush, I'm rhyming till I'm finished, which only proves further you got a problem with time limits. See, you a snake that's trying to hide your rattle, which only shows the Canadian court ain't the only bitch that flips when it's time to battle. And that's when I realized you really got a problem with time. Like when you say you're a terrorist and a hijacker, I'm not getting it. Cause if you detonate a bomb, what you gonna set the time to? Unlimited? You really got a problem with time. I discovered something, Diz, while I was watching your battles. And nigga, you have never wore watching your battles. You really have a problem with time. It's not an opinion no more. It's a fact, nigga. You do long lunch breaks, change times whenever you want, wear your hat to the back. What the fuck you think you now, black nigga? Cause y'all all know we really got a problem with time. But fuck that. For the last 2 years, you've been giving me the runaround. I managed to stay relevant with every battle, reaching over 200,000. You done the same, but your music's trash. So the industry will never love your style, which makes you an earthquake. Cause you always gonna be a disaster that remains underground. See, you just an entertainer, Diz. In other words, a fucking gimmick. And it's for so long that the delivery can match those fucking lyrics. Your rhymes are put together sloppy and unorganized. That's why besides grind time, we ain't fucking with it. So battling DNA will be the first time his verses have structure in it. So when you spit all aggressive with conviction, I be thinking that you actually mad. And then understand why you hate us New York niggas. Cause he drives us around all the time in taxi cabs. Like his rap battle gig, he's supposed to be be the big bad disaster. And when I see DNA, I'ma shoot him and let the fifth clap you. I said, disaster, let's fight. He said, cool, I'ma bitch slap you. Soon as he hop out the cab, all y'all hear on the radios, disaster, should dispatcher. Please don't pick up Dex Rock and let's run. And stay away from DNA, you know you don't bust guns. You never touch drugs a day in your life or touch none. And hurry up, your mom's calling, rinse due, you must come. So when you squint your fucking eyebrows and spit with all that aggression, I almost think you might really bust your Glock. But then again, we saw him against Arsenal, and you ain't look too good with that fucking shot. You gonna try to rebuttal everything I say. Don't act like you fucking not. But it's cool, cause a good rebuttal only means I had to say something hot. So don't be confused when he rebuttals every lyric I say and think he's clever with freeze, cause every time y'all cheer for that great rebuttal, you only giving credit to me.